Now there is performative allies, and there's just straight up fucking pandering. I'm telling you what, this story. OnlyFans porn stars offer free X-rated selfies, but only to Black Lives Matter supporters. Yeah, that's funny. OnlyFans is getting into the Black Lives Matter stuff. Listen, I know there's a lot of performative allies, a lot of performative brands, but this takes the cake. Here's the best one of all. Bravo, OnlyFans. You guys just took the prize, man. So dozens of porn stars and cam girls are offering supporters of Black Lives Matter free nude pics. So yes, if you're angry and you're black, then by all means, or if you feel like you got white guilt and privilege, let's give you something to fap off of, okay? God. Okay, one said she would even send a free pussy pic for anyone grieving George Floyd. So this is from the Daily Star. I want to get into this. Okay. So there you go. OnlyFans star Molly Ray would offer bondage videos to protesters in Michigan. Oh boy. So anyway, porn stars are offering discounts and free news to Black Matter supporters. One user offered kink and bondage clips to people protesting in Michigan, while others offered a free, a pic of her vagina on the on the damn thing. She also said, quote, free nude and free subscription on my OnlyFans to the ones who support Black Lives Matter and justice for George Floyd. So again, giving out a free pic, but may not help out, but fuck this inequality shit, fuck racism, and fuck the people who support it. So there you go. Another vowed to donate 30% of her subscription fees to the BLM charities, adding, subscribe to my OnlyFans to help fundraise for something I care about. So she's actually going to give money back to what? Black Lives Matter or some other charities? I would start asking a lot of questions. Where's that money going? Where is it going, really? Come on. Don't do that to us. Another one said, send me a screenshot of your subscription to my OnlyFans and I'll send you a free hot video. Proceeds going to BLM. We don't have any proof that that's going to happen. This is a scam. I believe it is. Twitter users are slamming the gimmicky promotional offers. So here's what we got. Now somebody else that was on there. Okay. One fumed. I understand the temptation to offer free trials to your OnlyFans for donations to BLM and the Minnesota Freedom Fund. But at the end of the day, it means you're probably going to profit from the death of an innocent black man. Please stop. Horrible. A second rage, using BLM and the fund for George's family to direct traffic to your page at OnlyFans is taking away from black voices. Stop it. Oh boy, I'll tell you what. And there you go. I just think that's funny. Again, this is where the performative ally stuff continues. And I never thought that particular phrase would be so popular, but it is. If I do a search now for performative ally, I'm going to find it. There's a lot of it now, too. I'm looking, and here we go. Cosmopolitan even puts another story out there, and it's the same thing. They're all talking about it. I saw Vanity Fair talk about this. They all know what's going on. People are taking advantage of it. Just be honest with ourselves. So Jenna Arlen, Cosmopolitan, excuse me. Here's a picture of somebody that most likely is performative ally. So Instagram stories feed flooded with people who are coming to terms with my privilege. TikTok is getting worse as well because they're starting to see, they're trying to go ahead and say the dance challenges are over. So the happy times of TikTok are ending. We're getting emo TikToks. We're going to talk about that on Broadcasters Podcast, a story about that. But again, so you had a lot of brands, fitness studios, corporations sharing Black Squares with Blackout Tuesday. We all know about that. But here's what this article says. As we all witness the uprooting of our old world order, American white women have a particular played a role that might be new and uncomfortable. On top of this, there's the historical image of vulnerable and virtuous white wives that we must protect at all costs. Fast forward to the present, we have Karen memes, the barbecue Beckys, and the Amy Coopers at Central Park. So what do we do to confront this history? We need to shed the copy and paste mentality of reposting and sharing what looks to be on script for our required behavior. We get over the fact that no book, no class, no podcast, no fill in the blank is going to make us less biased. We get clear on the resource we have to offer, and yes, money, votes, voices, and our bodies at protests, but what else? There's no clear map for a conversation like this that's been happening for a long time. There's no perfect ally, activist, organization, or well-articulated debate. Are you saying Black Lives Matter is not a perfect organization? Is that what you're saying, Cosmo? Wait a minute. Nothing surface level will save you from the real work if that's going to be generally what you're going to do. So in the story, they say, white women's call to action is not to make verbal commitments, it is to change. In fact, people in your social media community, particularly people of color, might be exhausted from watching us all come to epiphanies about inequality on our complicity. Yeah, because remember, how long is this going to happen after the fact? Again, in 2 weeks, when the protests subside, we've already had the funeral for George Floyd. Can they keep up the protests? Can they keep up the rioting? Well, the rioting, not so much. It's all protests more or less now. With a little bit of nefariousness here and there. But seriously, how long can they keep this going? You got to ask yourself that question. So the violence committed between black and brown people have been screamingly obvious, but just slightly out of earshot, that we were never actually pulled to inquire further. And for some, it's clear that when we did see and hold monitoring compassion for the individual, their family, and the complicated circumstances, we still turned away because, well, what can I really do that would make a difference? Okay, she's asking the question. And in this story, she says, right now, white women's call to action is to not make verbal commitments. It is to change. So she's talking about a couple of things. Sit back on your own biases. We have all of them, and observe what should have made you rage well before you heard the names Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and George Floyd. Take deep dives in the online communities you've ignored for years. Watch, don't repost, witness, and understand the violence at the front doorstep of so many communities in this country. Read the books you might have been assigned in high school but didn't absorb. Pick up the new authors whose names and book titles have been flying across social media at lightning speed. And no, you don't need to ask your black friend to spend hours putting together a reading list for you. Do the work to find one yourself. Now, I agree with this next point. Stop focusing on immediate gratification that allows you to feel like you're part of the solution, because now you can see it. And instead, listen to and amplify those who have been fighting a racial equality long before you realize you should join it outside of the occasional march and vote. My point is, immediate gratification. Again, if you're going to be part of it, then be part of it. Okay? Freedom to protest, freedom to be an activist. If you really want to do this, again, money where your mouth is. Back it up. Actions louder than words, right? We always hear about that. So again, if you feel like we need to do something about this, then do